All I want is all of you, baby, baby. Nothing less than that would do, baby, baby. You take me higher, higher, higher. You set my soul on fire, fire, baby. You get me like no one before. Yeah. You don't need me, but you want me more and more. It's true. You take me.
All right, let's go. Welcome in to the stream. We are here with episode 25 of the Mooncast. It's been a pretty wild ride so far, guys. I'm super proud of where we've gone with the podcast. We've had some awesome updates and upgrades with it, but we're diving into Shaga today. It's an upcoming project built on Solana, which is awesome. So we're gonna get right into it. We have some awesome featured guests and our co-host. So we're gonna get into the VC here. Let's go, everybody. All right, so we like to start off the show with some light introductions of who everyone is. So I'll go first. I am a Web3 content creator, GhostcatJoypad, founder of Moondance, and community manager over at Parabox, who just announced their blockchain, which is Solana. So that's a little bit about me. We'll move on to Piefly with his intro. Take it away, sir.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Piefly, also co-host of the Mooncast podcast. I was a Web3 content creator and community manager / core ambassador at Legion Legends, which is another Solana-based gaming guild. Yeah, I just love Web3 games, making content on them, and yeah.
Awesome, sir. And let's move on to the Shaga team. We have the co-founder here, Daeshawn. We'll move on to you, sir. Please give a quick intro about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, hey everybody, my name is Daeshawn. I've been a product person for all of my career. Went through Web2, nonprofits, you named it, I've done it. Built some things, and I've co-founded this amazing project that we have, Shaga, which stands for Shared Gaming, with the amazing Guido. He is the CEO, and I'm the COO. I just am in the background doing what I can to keep things humming along. So that's me.
Awesome, sir. All right, Aaron, take it away.
Hey everybody, my name is Aaron, and I am the Chief Revenue Officer of Shaga. Super excited. I've been in the gaming business for quite a while, especially on the Web 2 side, newer to Web 3. Super excited at what we're doing here from a DPIN perspective and game streaming. So I'm excited to talk about it and share with y'all.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. We like to start off the show with like any news or updates in the Solana or Web3 gaming space. This week, I think the coolest thing that I've heard and saw was that Phantom Wallet now acquired another project to allow people to sign up with using like email or phone number, and they get their wallet on Phantom. So I thought that was really cool. I actually had the pleasure of meeting the head of growth at an event this past week in SF. So that was really, really awesome. But it's really cool to see how far the space is going and to allow easier onboarding for people. Because like I've been in the space, I'm familiar with crypto, but like I hate seed phrases. They're so annoying to deal with, and it makes having a wallet scary because it just makes it like, all right, I'm gonna like double checking. Well, you should double check all your links, but it just makes it scary. Like you're handling something really, really precious, and it's just hard to deal with all those numbers or words for a wallet, especially when you're trying to create like new ones. So it's really cool to see. I love to see easy onboarding. That's one of the reasons I love Phantom Wallet too. Piefly, have you seen anything on the timeline? Anything new?
Not other than the fact that crypto is giga pumping, which is awesome. I think Bitcoin hit a new all-time high today of 77,000. is awesome. Incredible. Solana as well hit an all-time high by market cap. So that's amazing. Good to see. You love to see it.
Everyone's
Um,
super excited with recent events in the world. um, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
Oh, I'll tell you, from my perspective, being I guess the biggest thing for me is that it's a clear mandate, regardless of who won. One thing we don't have to deal with here in the U.S. is a close call election where there's going to be a lot of disputes going back and forth, and that distracts from kind of the next thing that happens. So, to me, that is definitely something that's positive. Um, Having a clear winner. So,
Yeah.
whether we like the winner or not, having a clear winner helps with the transfer of power. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I think for me, the uptick that we have in a lot of the elected officials who have a interest and or have been vocal about or supporting a clear path to regulation for crypto and blockchain technology has been actually quite astonishing to see just the percentage of how many more people are in these positions of power to help the US kind of navigate the waters of trying to bring that talent, brain power, and in in I can't even think of the word. You guys can help me on that.
Ingenuity?
Yes, thank you. It was escaping me. Back to the U.S. and seeing how we can make crypto really really something that is a key staple here, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that outcome.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's one of the reasons I love Solana, dude. They've been making so many partnerships to allow people to use crypto in the real world, right? That's the whole point. Like they have a partnership with Visa, with PayPal, with Stripe, um, and what's that other thing for Shopify? So like Solana Pay on that. So it's really awesome to see and to be able to use like cryptocurrency in the real world to purchase things. That's one of the reasons why like I love Solana, because they're actually pushing the space forward. They're actually doing something, and there's so many projects building on Solana aside from gaming. Because like me and Piefly, we're focused more towards on like Web3 games, games that utilize blockchain, and that's kind of our focus. But it's cool to see all the other ways you could use blockchain, right? With Solana,
Yep.
and it's it's usable. It's not like ETH where it's like $20 to move $20. People can actually use it, and you don't have to be scared of like expensive gas fees. But it's very easy to onboard people too as well. I love it.
Yeah, 100%. I think for me, right, I've been in this space now for um, several years. I want to say it goes back to like, I don't know. I've heard about Bitcoin. First time I saw Bitcoin on the news was like 2011, and then from there got into like the speculative side of it, trading side, and like from like 2016 to 2018, 2019. Then I really got into the building side of things. I started out in Developer DAO as a core contributor. That was started by Nader Debit and some other amazing folks from the EVM ecosystem, and building alongside those folks and just experiencing the world of blockchain um, hands-on at the like in the trenches with the developers. It was very eye-opening, right? But I think the biggest like shift for me was just like what you said when it first came to Solana. Seeing how much more and how much further my capital allowed me to explore, create, be creative, and experience this world of blockchain without having to pay like high gas fees or waiting for the network to not be congested and all these other things. It's just been such a wonderful place to like now live and like build over the years. The last place that I worked in the Solana ecosystem, was at Metaplex. So we got to see a lot of cool things built from the ground up, and just see what all these amazing builders out in the ecosystem have been doing over the years. So really, really happy to be like amongst them with like building what we have here at Shaga. So yeah, 100% agree with that.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome. Yeah.
sure we all have like a really cool Bitcoin story. I
I
remember in
don't.
2013 walking into Bank of America and I don't know, depositing $27 or something, uh, and it somehow showing up in a wallet. And then that like years and years later, when I actually wanted to get a hold of that because I forgot about it until like all the stuff was happening. That wallet was already it was out of business. I could not. I don't know. I'm not saying out of business. But wherever the company I bought it through,
Mhm.
however that wallet was being maintained, gone.
Oof.
And that was I bought a Bitcoin. I mean, it would have been like
They
thirty
probably
thousand
took
dollars.
it. They
Yeah.
probably took it,
So
bro. They definitely took your Bitcoin. Holy. That's wild. That is wild. Yeah, I got into the space through gaming. I was streaming content like in 2020, which is actually when like around the time Solana started too, which is wild. It's only been like almost 5 years. It's very quick how fast it's grown, how fast the space has moved. But yeah, I got in through space MMOs. That's the games I played. So I discovered Star Atlas. They were on Solana, and everything just kind of went from there. But that's where I started to learn more about Solana and everything. And one of my favorite games I'm looking forward to, Star Atlas, because the space MMO is on Solana. So that was a W. But but yeah, Piefly, how did you come into Web3 actually?
Um, I came in kind of my first. I was getting through Brave browser actually. I think I heard that you can get like make money by like getting the ads you get through Brave browser, and then from there I saw Adam Ape, who's an artist, was like minting a collection with Brave browser. Like I
Yeah.
minted it, and from there I followed Adam on X, and he showed Claynosaurs, and that's where. And then I'm into Claynosaurs, and then I'm in the Solana ecosystem. Basically, the rest picks up from there. Shortly
Oh,
after, yeah, Solana or Claynosaurs, they have like a whitelist giveaway for Daeshawn Legends, which is the project I'm currently working for. I meant their project. I love their project. A couple months later, I joined their team. Yeah, the rest just. Sorry, dude. Why are you showing your ugly plushie?
bro, this is my Klanos, bro.
That is
Uh,
Kaleido, bro.
Available at Target. Go get your Klano at Target.
There we go.
That's funny, bro. It's
That's
not a
So,
Kaleido.
a fun fact. Two fun facts. With the Klano, Adam. First of all, Adam's an amazing artist. Really love his work. Big
Yeah.
collector of his, and that whole Brave drop that he did was amazing. And then the other drops that he did were amazing as well. But the Klanos team, I actually got to work with them from sort of like the ground floor. Our partnership team brought them in. We got to meet with them, and going from like 0 to 1 with their mint when at my time at Metaplex was such an amazing experience. They brought a lot of new energy to the space, and also from there, just being able to be lucky and actually winning an ancient in a raffle with like 4 tickets was like one of the craziest moments I've ever had in this space. But from there, I actually have my plushie in the other room right now. So
Oh.
don't be embarrassed about your plushie, man. The plushies are amazing. Um, but the other thing too, and maybe Aaron can speak a little bit more to this, but the Ghost Cat, like one of the biggest things that I enjoy doing is gaming, right? And there was a project that I had been backing since I don't know, like 2013, 2014, called Star Citizen. And dude, I
Bro,
was like
let's
blown
go.
away by that technology, right? So
Let's
I put
go.
money to it. Yeah, and over the years, though, when I started to learn more about blockchain, I remember I would be in like Spectrum, their like chat that they built,
Yeah.
and like, hey, like what if there was like a way that we can own these ships and nobody could take it away from us using blockchain, blah blah blah. People like gave me a lot of crack and a lot of flack. I deleted my post. But then I came across Star Atlas like years later, and I was like, "This is it. This is what I
Let's
wanted from Star
go.
Citizen." So, it's a real privilege to be now in this position to where we have an amazing kind of like relationship with Star Atlas, and we're able to do a lot of cool things with them. And we were at Breakpoint kind of with during their activation, and it was
Mhm.
it was a blast. It was really like a full circle moment
That's
for
so cool, dude. I've been a backer of Star Citizen. I'm concierge, so you can guess how much money
yeah,
I put in.
same,
I
same.
wish I could transfer that into Star Atlas. But no, Michael Wagner is the best, dude. He really is awesome. I've had the pleasure and honor of meeting him IRL a few times already, and we've hung out. But he's just great. I mean, it's wild to go from me like enjoying and loving what Star Citizen has to discovering Star Atlas and actually meeting the founder, talking with him, and becoming friends. At least that's what I think with him. And he's great. The whole team's great. I love him.
Talks about you all the time, man.
I hope so. He better. No, but it's great. Yeah, we had him on the show, and I was telling you, he was talking about cloud gaming. So it's really cool to see that you guys are the ones that are going to be helping them and providing them with that feature of bringing Star Atlas to everybody, right? There is so many mobile players. There's a lot in our community as well. Me and Piefly, there's so many people that use just their phones or iPads to play games and to access Web3. And we have
Yeah,
Lotus
at
here in
Breakpoint,
chat, yeah.
it was it was pretty amazing because at Breakpoint, we actually had two mobile phones and controllers hooked up to those mobile phones, and
Let's
people were
go.
playing on a mobile phone, and they were just absolutely amazed at the just the I don't know the graphics and the fact that this little phone that was not that powerful was pumping out Unreal Engine 5 in all its glory.
Yeah,
And
the tech has gotten really good. I've done cloud gaming like recently with my handheld devices. Where I don't know where I have it, but it's gotten really good. And yeah, I was saying like we have Lotus here, a community member. He got into Web3 through Coin, found WagMe Defense, and then me, Piefly, and other content creators. But like WagMe Defense is a mobile Web3 game, and like there's so many people into that don't have like powerful PCs, and some might have a console, but there's hardly any Web3 on consoles right now, um, you know, other than Off the Grid that just came out. But there's a huge demographic of players that are just on mobile and that don't have the time to like set up their PC. They work and they play on their breaks. So I think this is a good segue into Shaga. So you guys are our featured project guests here for the Mooncast episode. So can you guys give us like a summary of what Shaga is and what you guys are building?
Yeah. Thanks for having us first and foremost. It's a real pleasure. So for us at Shaga, what we're trying to do is bring forth the true promise of cloud gaming. We want to take away the centralized infrastructure that is data centers that ultimately are not providing a great experience in terms of latency and visual fidelity. And we're allowing for individuals who have these idle gaming PCs to connect to our network and serve up this compute to their neighbors who can then play games at an amazing latency and with such an amazing visual fidelity on any device that they own. So now it becomes this relationship to where we're not just having this controller and phone and laptop or whatever connecting to a data center that we don't know anything about, but now we're connecting to maybe somebody that's in our area, who's just renting out their computer. So it's really cool and really a privilege of what we get to do here. So yeah.
I think that's the unique thing about Shaga, right? Like you're using like users computers. It's not just like going to a server, right, and then going through like one place and from another. I think that is so
Uh,
cool, dude. Yeah, it opens up the door to a whole awesome network of connected computers and PCs, and having, like you said, lower latency or ping, because you could be connecting to someone that's like an hour away. So you'll have really good connection. So I am super excited about that. Piefly, I know you're a little new to Shaga. Do you have any questions right now that you want to get out the way?
No, it just sounds awesome. It literally sounds like cloud gaming, but literally just the blockchain. It literally just merged together.
Yeah, so yeah,
It
that,
sounds
I guess
really
that
cool.
goes
Yeah.
into my next
Mhm.
question then, like, how are you guys utilizing Solana network for this cloud gaming?
Yeah, for us right now, how we see it is we love the technology and the speed that Solana is able to afford us. And so with that, we really want to put the technology though in the background and really let the peer-to-peer network and the distributed systems that we're building out with the help of our community to shine and the gaming to be first. So with the blockchain technology, we're looking at allowing folks to transact securely, safely, and quickly, right? Because what we have is a network that will not only be first and foremost powered by friendship, so you have these trusted uh, paradigms and where one person is inviting their friends to game on their PC alongside them, which is a product that we'll be coming out with. But then it'll evolve into you connecting to a PC of someone you don't know, right? And so we want to be able to have that transfer of currency just super secure, trustless, and quick. Next, we have some other really cool technology that's going to allow for things like DRM technology powered by the blockchain that the developer partners of ours really appreciate and enjoy because the security of their IP is paramount to us, right? And then there's also some other things that's going to be super possible with us that will allow folks to just have their device and not have to worry about or mess with all these different wallet extensions and things of that nature. Will allow for this remote transaction signing. So now you can play a game on Star Atlas, Star Star Atlas, and with that, transact as you would, but it's not your PC, right? So we want to be able to make sure that's secure, safe, and amazing experience as well. So those are some of the ways that we'll be leveraging blockchain technology to go out into the market. We have some amazing integrations that we have for our partners, and we want to make an amazing experience for people to transact securely, safely, and quickly. And if Aaron, if you want to chime in at all with any of that, happy to pass the mic over.
I think for us in general, I mean, our I think Chugga's vision in general is really about game streaming, and I think for now our focus is on Web3, and the Solana blockchain affords us to do that in a way on the back end. It's very it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think on the front end, you know, we're going to be very we're going to be focused on being chain agnostic, so people from any chain can interact with games and access and conduct transactions. But you know, we're ultimately also going to have Web 2 games as well, because at the end of the day, you know, we're gamers at Shaga, and we want the opportunity for our users to be able to play like practically any game, any PC game that they would want to play. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I like the vision in the background. What I'm excited about it personally. Although I had that like not nice Bitcoin experience, I'm just new to Web3, starting in with Shaga in February with Shaga. So I'm very excited about kind of where Web3 is going. And personally, as a gamer, if I knew from the amount of time I've been playing games, I could have got a return on my investment from day one, I would have been a very happy person. So I love kind of what we're doing here. And I like the blockchain component of that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to translate into really awesome game streaming. I mean, just to circle back even before in regards to the first question, like um, having the experience to kind of work with our game studio partners and just seeing the reactions of the tests that we've been doing. I mean, we've done like thousands of tests in our technology, and we're hitting a latency. Um, there's I guess there's a difference between, and I'm finding this out, between like latency and ping. And when we talk about latency, we actually talk about like basically the time travel between that it takes from a vendor or a video to be rendered and visualized from a gaming PC to a prospective client, would kind of be that latency. And we locally are hitting milliseconds, within a 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 mile radius of probably under
Sheesh.
20 milliseconds, which is like super fast.
That's
Um,
wild.
and then the ping, I'm understanding is more the relationship between your client and the multiplayer server. So we don't really interact with the ping as much. That's kind of a node communication with a multiplayer server if a multiplayer game is being played. But we had an opportunity to work with Shrapnel, and I was in Bellevue, in an apartment, and we actually had a gaming node at Shrapnel headquarters, and I was playing on my iPad, um, and
That's
it
so
was
sick.
18 milliseconds. Yeah, it was 18 milliseconds, which
Wow.
was amazing. So the next day I went in and showed them kind of the results. I think they were pretty impressed. And what was very interesting is one of the gaming, I think he was an engineer, was like, so wait a minute, while I'm talking to you right now, my gaming machine at home could be earning me money. And it's like, bingo. So
That is awesome. Um, wow, that's really cool. It's so cool to be able to play a full AAA game like that on mobile. It still shocks me. Like even with the new PC handhelds out today. Like as a kid, like growing up with like Game Boys and stuff, and then playing games on console, I always dreamed of being able to play like full AAA games on a handheld that I could take. Which is why I loved like the PSP. And when the PS Vita came out, I was like, "Oh, sick! There's gonna be full games on here that people are gonna make," but that never happened. Um, so like with the PC handhelds now, it's incredible to carry around devices with that power level that can play and download full AAA games. But like we're seeing like a comeback here with cloud gaming, like being able to play on your phone. Like like I've tried GeForce Now. That's a cloud game, dude. It's incredible. It's incredible, like the results you can get, like playing a full AAA game on your phone or on a handheld device, because it's really good quality. So I'm excited to see Shaga now, because like you said, it's gonna be a lot faster now, like with your inputs. Um, so really, really cool to see. I did have a question, like how is it gonna work? Because we're in Web3, right? We have wallet connections. There's gonna be transactions. How is it gonna work for user accounts when somebody's playing on the cloud and they want to play this game, but it's on someone else's PC? How are user accounts gonna work with that? Are they gonna be tied to a Shaga account? Like how will that work?
Aaron, you want to take this?
Uh, I don't know if I actually understand that, to be completely honest. I know we can handle remote Web3 transactions, but that's an interesting question on the account. So I'm going to pass it back to you, Daeshawn, or I was hoping that maybe Guido would be on the call for
Hot
that one.
potato, hot potato.
Yeah. Yeah. So my technical co-founder Guido, he would love to answer this, and he'd probably give you an incredible answer. So at the end of the day, how we see it is that yes, everyone will have their own Shaga account, Shaga profile, and the things that you'll be able to do with that is play the game, enjoy it, and transact as you would as if the actual game was on your PC or phone, with a wallet extension, and you able to sign those transactions. So we're making it possible and making it really seamless for those sort of interactions to happen. So all you need is a Shaga profile, and we're working on solutions that will enable you to go ahead and buy that new ship in Star Atlas, or that skin for your latest gun that you've acquired, and securely and remotely transact on that, even if it is on somebody else's PC, without any worry of accounts being compromised. So
Mm.
that's where we're at, in our vision for this, and we've have some very promising advances in that. And our partners are super excited about what we've been able to showcase, relating to that. So
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that was my only question because I know with like GeForce now, that cloud gaming service, you basically you have your GeForce account, and then you just link like your Steam and your Epic, and it'll read your library. But that's how they do it. So I was curious how it would work with like wallet transactions because you guys also are releasing a controller that you could use for mobile with a built-in hardware wallet, which looks freaking sick because you could also take
Pretty
it out
cool.
and use it. Can you guys talk about that?
Can talk about. Uh, yeah, we're super excited about this controller. I've had experience in the past doing controllers. Maybe I'll throw my little camera here, but this is kind of a quick little patent wall of things that I've done. Um,
Ooh, bro just flexed on everyone. That's wild.
right,
E-
right.
Let's
So
go.
having that experience, I think excited Daeshawn and Guido. And the first day I started, man, Guido got me on the phone, and he's like a brilliant mad scientist, and he's like, what are we going to do about people who play Star Atlas on the TV and want to conduct safe and secure transactions? You can't plug a wallet into a TV. He's like, what if we build a controller that had an integrated hardware wallet? And all of a sudden that idea just started to grow. And then I thought, well, what
Wild.
if you could actually remove that hardware wallet as well? And we just started to kind of work together on this concept that actually really made sense. I mean, if you think about what our ecosystem is, we are focused on allowing uh, tablet and phone and TV owners to play PC games, high profile AAA games, or even just games that are on PC. You can't play anywhere else. Typically, when you're on a tablet, a phone, or a TV, you're not going to want to play with a keyboard and mouse. So, our technology works with Bluetooth controllers. Why not support that ecosystem with bringing out our own controller? But on top of that, really going head first and trailblazing into the Web3 side of the business and actually just going all in and saying, you know what, we believe in Web3 gaming. Here's this controller as an integrated hardware wallet. Well, on top of that, just taking the experience that I've had in building game controllers. And from a patent perspective, we do have this patent pending, but it's also analyzing the market. Like, if we have a controller that you could literally play on the TV or a phone or a tablet, then we think, well, what's the best, most fun way to play on the TV with a controller? You want it like a regular controller. You don't want anything else other than that. But then, with enough research, a bunch of research, we identified that the best gaming configuration for a phone is actually a controller on the left and a controller on the right, and be able to play like this. And so we're super excited to give the flexibility to the end user to play both on their TV or even on the PC, because this controller is not only related to game streaming, it can be
Mm-hmm.
used on a mobile device with a game that's on the mobile device. It can be used on your PC as just a regular controller. So we're excited about that. And I think finally, one of the other things on the feature side is that, having a hardware wallet is key for security. You typically, with a hardware wallet, you want it in like air gap mode, which is essentially you not plugging it into your PC.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we make that air gap mode if we literally plug it into a controller that's connected to a phone or a tablet or a PC? I mean, or a PC or a TV, and it's connected by internet. It seems like it would always be on, and all of a sudden you don't have like this cold wallet experience. So what we've done is, on the back side of that controller, you can actually it's on air gap mode by default. That means it's the wallet itself, although integrated into the gamepad and can be removable, but while it's in the gamepad, with that default switch on, it is electronically decoupled from the controller. There's no way anybody can do anything with that. And then the only way that you can actually authorize a transaction is you turn that default switch off on the back, and then you use the fingerprint reader on the front to actually authorize to open up the ability to authorize that transaction.
That's
Once that's
wild,
done,
bro.
you just turn that default back on. Your hardware wallet becomes a cold wallet again, and you're off and running. Now, that's on the feature side of things. What's super exciting is leveraging kind of my experience with the airflow controller, which is a controller that had a fan in the back and holes in the grip. I did a license relationship with Logitech, and they put out a PS3 chill stream controller back in the day. And because of that relationship, I got introduced after I started with Shaga with the former head of design for Logitech Gaming, and he now has his own company. And that company is the company we engage with that actually put together the concept, and we're in the process of building this controller. And so having that sophistication and experience from Logitech
Yeah,
and his connections, and then the experience that I've had in the space, and then the Guido's brilliance and the combination of what we've been doing internally in the team, and then beautiful website partner as well. We're super excited.
that is awesome, dude. All of that is so exciting. Like, uh, okay, we have off the grid introducing people to Web3. This is going to introduce people now to the secure level of a hardware wallet, but being able to use it on a controller to play like all these games on. Well, that's so sick. Um, that is very exciting. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Logitech, you cannot use this to drive a submarine. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it, guys. And I would not suggest using this for that, okay? Only for gaming. No, but that is awesome, man. That is really cool. I'm excited. This is I love, dude, I have so many freaking controllers. Cause like I have like I play handheld, so I have my Xbox, I got my PS5 controllers. But this is gonna be a good one. So I'm super excited. It'll be Piefly's first hardware wallet too, you know?
Yep. So we're uh, we're actually doing a pre-purchase program now. You can pop on over to our site and get yours, and there's some interesting incentives that come with that as well. So
First
stay tuned on that.
69,000. Great number. So I was curious to next to talk about your guys' nodes, and the nodes are what gonna allow people to use their PCs to host these environments for people to game on. So can we talk about the nodes and how that all works and how we could potentially acquire these nodes?
Yeah. I think that the biggest thing, right, is we've recognized that there are hundreds of millions of gaming PCs out there, and there are tens of millions that get shipped every year. So for us, this thesis that proximity and shortening that distance between the compute and the gamer, making this experience that much better for you to enjoy your game, it is super paramount for us to be able to tap into that idle like compute available around the world. So for our nodes, we actually want to allow individuals who are willing to sign up and connect to our network with their gaming PC to download our node software and turn that gaming PC into a node. So once you download that software, make your account, start hosting sessions, and you're just like earning passive income from that, and also enabling your friends or your neighbors or whatever to experience some great games. So how they work is pretty simple. It's just like the process I laid out. You download some software, start hosting some lobbies, and there you go. You're off into the races. So if you have a gaming PC, That's how you can pretty much acquire a node from Shaga, right?
So is this available now?
So we are actually um, rolling out our Pioneer program. Effectively, what that program is, there's a couple of components to it, but the first part is there is a closed beta that we are doing for holders of our Odyssey controller that Aaron just gave you all the details about. So those holders will be able to access our apps, which will be iOS and Android, because we love the build. So those will be available day one, and they'll be providing feedback and experiencing the cloud gaming and the low latency, and what our apps are going to look like. The next kind of phase to that program is we'll be rolling out this internal product that we call Friend Grid, where there will be the Node application available for folks to start downloading and setting up their own uh, sessions for their friends or whomever to start playing with. And we look to see that out probably before the end of the quarter, the end of the year. Um, so it's not available today, but if you are an Odyssey holder, you can get into the program, get early access to that stuff, and then we'll be rolling
The
it out.
early access part too, actually, if you're an Odyssey holder, because um, you know, we're working with some partners to get some games up there for these beta testers to play. So that's kind of exciting as well. You'll be able to play free for now and experience what our software is and experience some games that you would typically have to have a PC in order to play. So definitely
That's
excited
awesome.
about that as well. Love the friend grid concept too. I have to tell you, like, um, in college, I had a lot of friends, guys, but that was because I had a car. So I feel like in this day and age, friend groups, I'm sure there's one or two people that have like a gaming PC, and I think they'd want to spread the love as well. So we're excited about that.
That is very true. Very true. And then like especially like as content creators, like for me, and I think with Piefly too, like a lot of my community is only on mobile. So when I'm playing a new Web3 game, everyone's like, "Oh, that looks sick." I can't play. I just use mobile. So it kind of sucks, you know, because I want everyone to experience these games and these products, and I want them to try it and to see how they like it. Um, and you know, as a creator, it's fun to play with other people. You know, as a streamer, you want people to join you at least for the most part. So that would open up the door a lot. Piefly, what is your community like? Share your community. You're muted, sir, on Discord. Bro rugged himself. Rug fly, rug fly.
Rug fly, rug fly. Anyways, what I was saying is that what you're saying literally happened to me yesterday on stream. Like, oh, what game are you playing? It's World Charts. Oh, is it on mobile? No, it's on PC. Oh, it's just like, oh, okay, it'll be on mobile later. But like, no, there's literally like that, like mixed mob. There's so many people that are playing that on mobile as well. I know it's browser based, but that they're mobile. That's huge. I think Raven Quest that's gonna be on mobile as well. It's exclusively on PC as well. So many of the games that I play, literally, a lot of people have this issue, and a lot of my IRL friends too. Like, I try to get them on off the grid, and I could because they're on console. My homies have a PS5, and yeah, I think this is very much tackling a much needed issue because I know a lot of my homies too that I want that like are gamers, like they only have consoles but they don't have gaming PCs. Like, when I tell them about these games, they can't play them, and so I think this is a really important thing that
Yeah,
you guys are doing. I think that's awesome. And
100%.
that controller, I was looking at it as you were talking about it. It looks amazing. And probably
I'm
pre-order
so
after this
excited, dude.
con. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, because it's
Well,
gonna be an entry point, a new entry point for
100%.
people that are into Web3. Right now, the entry point is a really
Yep.
expensive PC, especially to run some of
Yeah.
these that don't have really good optimization right now in like the development stage. And there are people that like holders that buy for a game but can't play it, you know, because they have to wait till it's optimized for what they have. So
Yep.
not only that, you have new people coming in because like I have like friends and family that come into my stream too, and they can't play. I want them to play, but the entry point is just way too high in terms of like your console or PC. So this is gonna be a whole new entry point for everybody to get into Web3. Not only that, but to have like a hardware wallet too at the same time. So like you're practicing safety now too. You're getting educated on that because I think it's important for Web3 games to like not hide the blockchain tech, but to kind of embrace it and to teach people safe practices, right? I mean, people do this at work with emails. There's literally a whole safety course you got to take for emails not to get scammed, right? Let's do that in Web3. Let's teach people these safe practices so they don't get scammed, so they don't, you know, see it as and the entire space as a scam. Because if everyone's educated on how to do things, you know, then it's going to be really good and people are going to want to learn more. But especially with the hardware wallet, that is awesome. So, but yeah, it's going to be an awesome entry point into Web3. A really good recommendation to be like, oh, you want to play Web3 games? Just get this controller, you know, hook it up to your phone and just, you know, pop it on the TV. Like you can take it anywhere. It's a small thing. So that's really awesome, dude. Um, yeah.
There's you know, a few things that you guys said. First of all, Mix Mob. Shout out to Mix Mob. Their CEO and founder, co-founder, Pavo, is an investor of ours. So super happy to have the Mix Mob
Awesome.
family on our cap table and backing us. The other thing too is um, when it comes to friends, right? We thought about that a lot. We want to not only enable people to be able to play these games and have access to them, but also we want you to be able to play with your friends, not just in a capacity of, you know, one person connecting to a PC and, you know, you telling them like, hey, like, go play this and maybe we'll stream it together. Like, no, we've actually enabled the technology and created it to where four people can play off of one node at the same time. So if you are a node operator, you can invite your three friends to play this game with you, and it turns into this almost like remote LAN party, right? So you're all like sitting on the couch, but on your own couches. So we're really excited about that, bringing the spirit of that back for these games that offer offline co-op. Um, and then the other thing too is the streaming thing. We have some really cool plans on that front that we're still ironing out. But you know, I think we'd love to talk to you both on what you think about it, and how we can make make these streams a little bit more fun, for sure. So outside of that, you know, that's kind of where we're at. We want to bring the fun to everybody. Want to make it accessible, easy, and just be able to play on the devices that you own,
Mhm.
instead of having to go out and get a special device. So, 100%. That's where we are.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, let's definitely talk afterwards. I think we have a good network of like other creators who have these communities. We had Carter in chat earlier. He's another Web3 content creator, and yeah, I think we have a good network of creators who would love to use this service and to shill out this new controller. Because, like I said, dude, a lot of our communities with the creators that we know, they're on mobile. And that's like probably like what Piefly said. Probably the biggest question in our streams is like, is this on mobile? Even in like Discord channels, you go to like any Web3 game and you'll have people be like, is this on mobile? Or even
When
MacBooks,
mobile.
dude. Even Mac. That's a big demographic that these Web3 games are missing are Mac users because you know Mac PCs are really powerful nowadays with the M chips, but there's a whole group of people that use MacBooks but can't play because none of them are on Mac either. So like you're opening it up to them too with the cloud service. So that's gonna be another group of people that are gonna be able to play these games now and experience it. And yeah, so really cool to see. I know you guys are on a time crunch here, so really quickly, I have one last question, and if you can answer it about like what you guys' plans are for a token, or if you've even released info about that, because I don't know.
So yeah, we haven't released a token. We There's two things that I can tell you right now. One, we do have our points program that has been active. We're in season 2 right now. We just finished up a campaign with our partner Intract. If you're not familiar with Intract, they're like a competitor to Galaxy. We're super grateful for them to be partnering with us. And with that, we've ended that campaign over a couple of weeks, and our points are called glob points. And there was a total of 73 million glob points that were accumulated from like thousands of people. And that's just one event. So get in and uh, get connected with us and start participating there. We encourage that. Next, we have our white paper coming out here soon. Uh, it's going to be a pretty cool read, and with that, we'll be kicking off a campaign near the holiday season to kind of like bring some awareness to that and some other news. So I would just say stay tuned for news around that. The one thing that I can definitely say though is um, we have in the Odyssey controller some amazing rewards. And if you take a look at that website, odyssey.shaga.xyz, there will be some alpha there, and you will be glad that you checked it out. So those are the updates that I have for you on that.
Sweet. And as a node owner, what are the perks in terms of rewards? That's my actual last question.
Yeah. So once you get your gaming PC set up, you get the software downloaded. There's two things, right? One, you're able to, when you're asleep, when you're out working, whatever the case may be, you're able to earn from our network and put that computer to use. And we've done some amazing calculations to where this can actually potentially facilitate a new PC over, not too long of a time horizon because it starts paying for itself, right? And the other thing from that is that you get to actually do this amazing activity with these incredible games with your friends that don't have access to them, whether they be uh, they don't have the PCs to play with you, or they just don't have any way to like come to your house or whatever the case may be. So you get to build these amazing moments with your friends, build this amazing passive income stream for 24 hours a day if the network gets to that point. But that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then as a user, I'm so sorry. I'm like dragging this on. Like,
Yeah,
but
you
but
Easy.
just
have
a
to
yes or
jet for
no.
about a minute. So
Just a yes or no. As a user, are there gonna be any like subscription costs, or like usage costs for hopping in?
Yeah, so right now in our beta, it's going to be free. And
Mm-hmm.
then from there, we're looking at a subscription model, small subscription model to access, all these amazing features and functionality
Yeah.
to play any game, and not only Web3, but any Web2 game as well as we're looking at it coming soon.
Yeah.
Well, actually, do it today, but we'll be focused on our Web3 partners. Um, Having access to all of that and the other things that we have coming. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Awesome, awesome. All right, everyone's on a time crunch here. So is Piefly. Everyone's busy. Web3 don't sleep, guys. It's 24/7. Literally, it's a busy
Oh,
it's a busy place, which is awesome. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for showing up on this podcast episode, and telling us all about Shaga. It's so much, dude. It's so much cool stuff. I love Web3. I love Solana. So really cool that you
literally.
guys
Yep.
agreed to come on. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's it for today's episode, guys. We'll end it here, and hopefully, maybe we can have you guys back for another time. That would be awesome. We'll come back maybe after the service is live and we could talk about updates. If you guys want. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm just spitballing here. So really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that showed up in chat. The VOD will stay up on YouTube, and I'll be uploading to other sites as well, so people could listen in on this. But yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you,
Thanks,
Piefly.
man, you guys. Yep.
I'm gonna end the stream
Appreciate
here now. So deuces out to the stream and the episode.